My book, The Golden Notebook, came out in 1962. It was a time of big changes in the world. This novel tried to capture some of those changes. It is a long book. It is filled with many ideas. Some people found it shocking. Others found it very important. It certainly made people talk. It explored new ways of writing. It looked at life from a woman's point of view. This was not so common then. The book wanted to be honest. It wanted to show the messiness of life. Doris Lessing, wrote this book. Many years later, in 2007, I received the Nobel Prize in Literature. The Golden Notebook is often called a feminist book. I suppose it is. It talks about what it means to be a woman. It talks about women trying to be free. This was a big struggle for many women. The book tried to give voice to their feelings. It showed their hopes and their fears. It looked at their relationships with men. It looked at their relationships with society. It was a story that needed to be told. This novel has a reputation for being complex. The main person in The Golden Notebook is Anna Wulf. She is a writer. She lives in London. Her life is not easy. She feels like she is falling apart. She is trying to understand herself. She is trying to understand the world around her. Anna is searching for something. Maybe she is searching for wholeness. She feels fragmented, like a broken mirror. Each piece reflects something different, but she cannot see the complete picture of herself. This is her central struggle. Anna has a big problem with her writing. She wrote one successful novel. It was called Frontiers of War, but now she cannot write anymore. This is called writer's block. It is very painful for her. Writing is a big part of who she is. If she cannot write with heart, she won't wish with her miss. She tries to start new stories, but the words do not come, or when they do not feel true. This block is a symptom of her deeper problems. It shows how stuck she feels in her life. Her personal life is also complicated. Anna is divorced. She has a daughter. She is trying to be a free woman. This means she wants independence. She wants to make her own choices. The Golden Notebook is not structured like a typical novel. It does not tell a story in a straight line. Instead, it is made up of different sections. Many of these sections are Anna Wulf's notebooks. She keeps 4 different notebooks. Each notebook has a distinct color. These colors are important. They tell you what kind of thoughts or experiences Anna is recording in that particular book. This structure might seem confusing at first, but it is central to understanding Anna's state of mind and her journey. The notebooks are Anna's way of trying to organize her life, or perhaps they show how disorganized she feels. There is a black notebook, there is a red notebook, there is a yellow notebook, and there is a blue notebook. Each one is for a different part of her experience. The black one is for her writing life, the red one is for her political life, the yellow one is where she tries to write fiction, the blue one is like a personal diary. She separates her life into these compartments. The black notebook is very important to Anna. This is where she writes about her life as a writer. It is especially focused on her first novel, Frontiers of War. This novel was based on her experiences in Africa during wartime. It was a big success. Many people admired it, but for Anna, this success has become a burden. She feels defined by this early work. She struggles to move beyond it. The Black Notebook contains her thoughts about art, creativity, and the past. In the Black Notebook, Anna reflects on her time in southern Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe. This was during the Second World War. She writes about the political situation there. She writes about the racism and the colonial attitudes. These experiences shaped her deeply. They also provided the material for Frontiers of War. But now, looking back, she questions how she told that story. Section 5, the Red Notebook, Ideals and Disenchantment. The Red Notebook is where Anna documents her political life. For many years, she was a member of the Communist Party. Like many people of her time, she believed in communism. She hoped it would create a fairer, more equal world. The Red Notebook is filled with her experiences in the party. It records discussions, meetings, and her own evolving thoughts about politics. It is a story of idealism. It is also a story of growing doubt and eventual disillusionment. This journey is a crucial part of Anna's development. Anna's involvement with the Communist Party began with great hope. She wanted to change the world for the better. She believed in the party's goals. But as time went on, she started to see problems. She saw hypocrisy. She saw that the reality of the party was often very different from its ideals. Section 6, the Yellow and Blue Notebooks, Fiction, Fact, and Inner Worlds. The Yellow Notebook is where Anna attempts to write fiction. After the success of Frontiers of War, she finds it hard to write another novel. In the Yellow Notebook, she tries out different stories and characters. One of the main stories she develops is about a character named Ella. Ella's experiences often mirror Anna's own life. She too struggles with relationships and her identity as a woman. This makes the Yellow Notebook a fascinating exploration of the line between fiction and autobiography. It is a space for creative experimentation. Through the Yellow Notebook, we see Anna's creative process. We also see her anxieties about it. She worries that her fiction is too personal. She wonders if she is simply retelling her own life in disguise. Is Ella just another version of Anna? This is a common concern for writers. The Yellow Notebook shows Anna trying to transform her personal pain into art. But she is also critical of this process. She questions the purpose of her stories. Section 7, Free Women, the Search for Self in a Changing World. The sections titled Free Women run through the entire novel. They are different from the notebooks. They are written like a more conventional story. This narrative focuses on Anna Wulf and her close friend Molly Jacobs. Both women are divorced, both are mothers, both are trying to live as free women in London in the 1950s. This idea of being a free woman was quite radical at the time. It meant challenging traditional expectations for women. It was an exciting but also very difficult path. What did it mean to be a free woman back then? It meant having intellectual and creative ambitions. It meant being financially independent, if possible. It meant making your own choices about your life, your work, and your relationships. This included sexual freedom. Anna and Molly navigate careers, childcare, and complex relationships with men. They support each other, but they also struggle with loneliness and societal judgment. Society was not yet ready to accept women who broke the old rules. There was a lot of pressure on them. Section 8, Echoes of a Life My Own Story in its pages. Many readers and critics have noticed that Anna Wulf's life has similarities to my own. I, Doris Lessing, also spent many years in southern Rhodesia, which was then a British colony in Africa. I was also involved in left-wing politics, including the Communist Party for a time. Like Anna, I experienced disillusionment with those political movements. And of course, I am a writer. I have been a single mother. These parallels between Anna's experiences and my own are not accidental. They are woven into the fabric of the novel. These autobiographical elements give the Golden Notebook a sense of intense reality. Anna's emotional struggles, her political questions, her writer's block, these feel very authentic. This is partly because they draw on experiences I lived through myself. When Anna describes her feelings of fragmentation or her search for meaning, these are not just abstract ideas. They are rooted in lived reality. This helps readers connect with Anna on a deeper level. It makes her journey more compelling and more believable. It feels true because in many ways it was. The novel deliberately blurs the line between fiction and autobiography. Is Anna Wulf simply Doris Lessing in disguise? The answer is not straightforward. Anna is a fictional character. Section 8 echoes of A Life My Own Story in its pages. Many readers and critics have noticed that Anna Wulf's life has similarities to my own. I, Doris Lessing, spent many years in southern Rhodesia, a British colony in Africa. I was involved in left-wing politics, including the Communist Party. Like Anna, I experienced disillusionment with those political movements. And of course, I am a writer. I have been a single mother. These parallels between Anna's experiences and my own are not accidental. They are woven into the fabric of the novel. These autobiographical elements give the Golden Notebook a sense of intense reality. Anna's emotional struggles, her political questions, her writer's block, and these feel very authentic. This is partly because they draw on experiences I lived through myself. When Anna describes her feelings of fragmentation or her search for meaning, these are not just abstract ideas. They are rooted in lived reality. This helps readers connect with Anna on a deeper level. It makes her journey more compelling and more believable. It feels true because, in many ways, it was. The novel deliberately blurs the line between fiction and autobiography. Is Anna Wulf simply Doris Lessing in disguise? The answer is not straightforward. Anna is a fictional character. Section 9, the Golden Notebook's enduring echo, why it still speaks to us. The Golden Notebook was published in 1962, yet it continues to be read and discussed. It is studied in universities. It inspires new generations of readers and writers. Why does this book still have such a powerful hold on our imagination? The questions it asks are timeless. The struggles it portrays are still relevant today. It speaks to the enduring human need to make sense of ourselves and our world. It is a book that stays with you